Hi, hello, and welcome. This is Dr. Abinaya Vijayakumar. I'm very glad to meet you all in this presentation in collaboration with Egnani. So, Egnani has been a platform which offers a various set of online courses, and I'm very so glad that I could collaborate with such a esteemed platform. So, today I'm going to discuss a very important topic. It's golden key to happy parenting. Who doesn't want a golden key to happy parenting? So I'm going to decode the key for the happy parenting in this session today. So a little about myself. I am Dr. Abinaya Vijayakumar. So I'm a doctor, motivational speaker, storyteller, proud mom, and an author of International No.1 Bestseller, OMG, I'm a Mom Now. So I'm on a mission to help 1 million moms to achieve their motherhood with so much grace that they remove their self-doubts and mind blocks, and to guide them to build their own self-confidence as a mother, and to balance their life at ease, living their dreams and goals in reality using simple but effective mental strategies. So disclaimer, all the opinions and views what I have shared in this presentation are all my own perceptions. It does not represent any people, institution, or organization that I'm associated with. So why am I doing this? You can have million questions like why I am so focused on this topic. Simple, because I've been there and I know how hard it feels. So I just want to lend my hands to those moms who are standing right there where I was standing quite some time back. So this is my book, OMG, I'm a Mom Now. So it went on to become an international bestseller with God's grace. So this topic covers the postpartum issues of a new mom, especially a first-time mother, because it's all from my own experience. So before I move on into the core topic, I just wanted to put an alarm signal before you, because we wanted to know where exactly we stand in today's society. So there was a survey conducted by ASCOM Social Development Foundation in 10 cities in India, including Bangalore, Chennai, Kolkata, Mumbai in 2018. So it was about whether the mother wants to have a second child or no. And 35% of the urban moms were refusing to have a second child, or they don't want to have, because they have their own set of answers. And this is one such survey which alarmed me to a greater extent as well. So there are four main reasons why they don't want to have a second child, and the topmost reason is my priority. So let me just disclose what are those four important reasons. So the first and foremost is the stress of modern marriage. So it is not such a simple thing. It means where exactly we stand in today's society. So we don't have a proper communication or understanding between the couple as on date today. So that is one main reason why the mother don't want to have a second child. Doesn't it seem alarming? And in fact, the father doesn't agree with this decision of the mother. This in turn reflects that they don't have a coordination among themselves. So this indirectly means that the father doesn't involve in parenting activities, which in turn expects the mother to be a super mom handling all the chores by herself. So because of this important reason, the mother doesn't want to have a second child. The other reasons are job pressure. We still live in a place where we are not offered our promotions and incentives because we are married. As a women, we are married and we have children, and we don't even have access to our maternity leave. So this is one important thing as well why the mother doesn't want to have a second child. And the third and fourth reason is the cost of raising children is the third one. We do accept that over the past few years the cost of raising a children is immensely gone up. And fourth one, the undivided and impartial attention. Every mom goes through this. They wanted to see if they could offer undivided attention to their kid, because they feel guilt, when they have a second child they may not be able to concentrate the first one. So this is really acceptable. Everyone goes through that, but my focus is the first and foremost thing, which is the stress of modern marriage. So I just wanted to break the happy parenting into three core attributes, okay, so that you understand where we exactly stand and why we don't have a happy parenting journey. So excuse me for that. So first one, so before moving on into the core topic, I just wanted to discuss the 3P secret formula for a healthy bonding. First P is prepare, second P, plan, and third P is positivity. What does preparation does mean to you? Preparation doesn't mean the physical preparation what you have to have a child, like getting your medical test done and getting yourselves physically prepared. That isn't what I mean. Preparation is having a mental preparation for that new human being coming into the family. You need to prepare in advance for the additional responsibilities that comes along. Let me put forth an example. For example, if you are working as a clerk in one of the office and you are promoted to a assistant manager or general manager, of course the job will come with its own set of responsibilities, and you need to accept those additional responsibilities in order to go to that position. So the same applies to family as well. So if you are turning into a couple, like from a couple into a family of three, you need to understand that it comes along with additional set of responsibilities too. So you need to understand that we have to be prepared mentally to welcome that child, to welcome that new life into our lives so that we have a happy motherhood. Second, plan. What does planning mean? So planning is simple and like, to put in simple terms, you need to plan everything in advance. Like, what are you going to do? What is about your job, and what are you going to do for the finances? What is going to be your hospital expenses? Everything. 75% of the couple, they go for pregnancy without any prior planning, which leads to a clumsy or messy lifestyle during the pregnancy and postpartum. This in turn puts a heavy financial burden on the couple. So you need to plan in advance about the hospital expenses, additional responsibilities, and those expenses which comes along with it. And also, if you are someone, if the couple is working, both are working, and suddenly after the motherhood, maybe the mom wouldn't be going for job for a few months. So you need to plan everything in advance. You need to have an emergency fund handy. You need to plan your finances, and you need to plan as a couple for that additional responsibilities. Third, positivity. This one thing is missing for quite some time in our present situation. So you need to understand, you are not going to buy a happy parenting. It's not available for cost anywhere. It has to come from within. You need to remain positive from day one or even before that of your pregnancy. Okay, so the positive mindset of the parents reflect in positive mindset of the kid as well. So you need to understand that. Excuse me for that. Okay, so these are the 3 P's which I wanted to discuss for a healthy bonding. So now coming on to the core topic, key attributes of a happy family. So I'm going to disclose it as a acronym K.E.Y. So as the picture depicts, you can understand that the family consists of 3 core attributes, which is a mother and a baby relationship, a couple, the healthy couple relationship, as well as a father and a baby relationship. So I'm going to discuss in detail about these 3 only. It's very simple. I'm not going to any complicated stuff at all, because I believe simple things work, complicated things doesn't work. So first is K. K stands for keep peace with your inner self. This is especially for the mothers, because I know what a motherhood means, because that puts a lot of stress into the mother, especially a new mom, because she doesn't have, she doesn't gone through this before. So keep peace with your inner self. And I'm just going to tell you 5 important secrets to keep peace. So I'm going to disclose that A, B, C, D, E of happy mom, happy baby. So A is a very, very important one, my favorite one, and it has worked wonders for many new moms after I said them. So ask for help. You need to understand, only if you come out of your comfort zone and ask for help, say that you have a problem, people will start really helping you. Otherwise, people may not realize that you are having some trouble. To put forth, I will say an example of a patient whom my mentor, my teacher had treated. So my mentor is a psychologist. So a new mom with 8 months of baby had come with the complaints of, throwing the baby away, shouting and crying out bursting into tears. And she had been brought to the psychiatric OPD for counseling, and the my mentor started asking questions like what happened and what. So slowly the story started unfolding. She said that, so she's a mom and she has an 8-year-old boy, 8 months old boy, sorry, 8 months old boy. And her husband is working in a factory and he needs to go for a morning job, which starts by 7 a.m. Okay, 7 a.m. in the morning. So he has to leave by 6 or 6:30. Okay. So then he need to, wake up even earlier than that. And so the mother, because the child is 8 months of old and she had not started on any complementary feeds till then. So this in turn led to the cluster feeding in the baby. The baby wasn't sleeping properly and it was constantly getting up in between and asking for feeds or sucking the breast and was not going to sleep. So this disturbed the sleep of the mother as well. So she went to sleep approximately at 4 o'clock, 4:30, and she again has to wake up by 5 or 5:30 in order to cope up with the routine work because her husband is leaving for work at 7 a.m. And once she sends off her husband, she needs to take care of the household chores, and they also run a small shop, so they need to prepare chat items and everything for that matter. So hardly she slept for 1 to 2 hours every day. So this was slowly taking a toll over her health, but she did not discuss about this to anyone in the family. So things got worse when she had a quarrel with her husband, and she, literally threw her baby away, shouting that, you are the sole reason why my life has gone into a mess. This is a true story. I'm not joking, and this is a true, real story. So, so that's when they have brought her into a psychologist opinion. So then this was the mother's part. So the psychologist went ahead to talk with the husband as well as the mother-in-law. So the mother-in-law was telling that she wasn't aware of any of these things, what she's going through. Whenever she came to help her, she was kind enough to say that she could manage it all by herself, and she don't she asked her to move on to some other thing, some other work in the family. So this was one thing what the mother-in-law said. And when we asked the husband, he told that I don't really know that all these things really exist, because if she would have simply told me that she couldn't prepare breakfast or lunch because she's having a lack of sleep, I would have very well arranged for that lunch or breakfast in my canteen. That is not a problem at all. Whatever you speak is seeming Greek and Latin to me, because she had never talked anything before. So then the basic problem is that there was a miscommunication or lack of communication. The mother does not put forward what her problems are and doesn't even ask for help. That's why people around her thought she was absolutely fine and they did not lend any help. So then things settled when the baby was started on complementary food and the family started checking on her. She had a peaceful sleep and she came back to the OPD very happily with very normal lifestyle. So you may also go through something like this. So you need to understand that never be a superhuman being. You can never be a super mom, okay? All these super mom are just a crap. Every mom is a super mom, but you don't have to be a super mom managing everything all by yourself. This is something like you putting all the burden onto yourself and later feeling bad that it's aching badly. So you need to understand that you first have to come forward to ask for help. B stands for blaming yourself doesn't help. I can see a smile with grin on all your faces now as a new mom or as a mom, because we do it all the time. We do it all the time. Whenever something goes wrong with a baby, we start blaming ourselves. We think we are the sole responsible person and we are entirely careless so that the child landed up in that issue. Not at all. If something is destined to happen, it will surely happen. No mother will ever be careless when it comes to her own child. Remember that. So stop blaming yourself. Once you stop blaming, you will focus all your attention towards answers that rather than just the problems. So instead, take responsibility of whatever happened and just move on with the answer so that you don't commit that same mistake again. As simple as that. Okay? Don't complicate things. So C is curate a time for self-love, which is me time. If I wanted to tell you right now one key takeaway from this session, that is this me time. So are you feeling boredom of the same routine every single day for the past many years, few months, whatever it may be? That is because you lack energy, you lack that fuel. And this me time will is exactly that something which will refuel yourself or re-energize yourself, so that you become much more aware and much more happy, so that you serve others better with happiness, love, and affection. So find a routine to curate this me time every single day. Make it a mandatory step. Okay. We all talk about this a lot and lot, but when it comes to practicality, it's almost nil. Okay. We don't follow it. And some very common, you know, answers that I hear from all the new moms is that I don't have time. Uh, you know, uh, I don't prioritize myself, what people around me will think. All these are absolutely crap. Okay, just cut this crap and start thinking that only if you are happy, you can serve others happiness. Okay, only if your cup is full, you can serve others with love, affection, and positivity. So think that you need to have your energy so that you can serve others better. So try to formulate this me time every single day, at least ranging from 15 to 15 minutes to 1 hour. Okay, it entirely depends up to you. So only then you will understand how much this me time was important to your lifestyle and how much you have missed this so far. Okay, so only when you prioritize yourself, people around you will respect you. They will slowly start understanding you, and they will give you that me time, to spend it at your own. So understand to curate a time for your me time. B is don't compare yourself with others. Many times we have this social media fever. We used to have a very bad day, adding fuel to the fire. You know we just scroll by Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook and see someone else having a destination wedding, someone else having a destination vacation, someone else having a happy motherhood, posting happily with their kids. And things get even more worse. Don't worry, I've gone through it too. So stop comparing yourself with others. It is like you're comparing your worstest of worst moment with someone's bestest of best moment. Doesn't make sense, right? So it is the same thing. So we have this habit of posting only the happy pictures on Instagram, social media. We want to have a picture perfect moment or picture perfect life on Insta and FB. So that is what others do as well. So don't think that they don't have their rough days. They too have their rough days. They too have their moments where they just want to drop by and go walk away from that life what they are living. So never ever judge the book by its cover. So don't compare yourself with others. And one pro tip here, what I wanted to give to all of you is that be your own competitor. Think where you are standing today and see where you have to reach in another next few years. So start working towards it and always appreciate what you have right now, because what you are having right now are someone else's biggest dreams. They don't have that for a long time and they are longing to have it. You possess it right now. So be, you know, happy for what you have and be your own competitor and start working towards it to achieve a bigger and better tomorrow. So E, on self-confidence. So I can see many moms dropping their careers and dreams because they came into motherhood. I do understand that motherhood is a temporary break what you're taking, but that doesn't mean that you have to take a permanent break from your careers and goals. You are a mother now, but that doesn't mean you don't have goals or you don't have to have goals and dreams. You are much more capable of what you are today. So you need to have that self confidence within you so that you reflect in your activities and every people around you will start looking you up to. Okay. So, and one more thing I wanted to add is that we want all our kids to be productive. We want all our kids to be confident and, to bring the best of them. But think you are something who are modeling in front of your kid. So if you are not self-confident, you are not uh, pursuing your dreams and careers, do you really think that your kid will be able to look up to you or will start following you? So first, you need to understand that motherhood is never a permanent break, okay? Use this potential gap to build something on your own kingdom. So these are the A, B, C, D, E of happy mom, happy baby. Very simple, yet the most neglected things in our routine life, especially mother's life. Okay, I'm talking about the mother as of now. Second, a very, very important thing, enable, E is for enable relationship renewal. So that is a happy couple, which you saw as a second icon. So understand, only if the couple have a best understanding, the family can be happy. When it comes to parenting, if there is no understanding between the parent themselves, do you think that the family will be a happy family? Definitely not. So how can you enable this relationship renewal? Some of us, sorry, many of us do this mistake that, we pay the price of relationship when we enter into the, term called parenting. Okay, only when a child comes in, we think that the child takes up the entire attention and energy and everything, and relationship takes a back door. That doesn't work that way. Whenever a child enters through the door, the happy couple time, or the spark in the relationship jumps off the window. It is not that way. Okay, so that's not going to work that way in the long run. So what can you do about it? I'm going to break few hacks, few simple hacks. You may think that it is very silly, but trust me, just start following and you will really see that magic happening in your relationship. And you're going to message me with whatever magic has happened. Okay, so spend a quality couple time every single day. It can be a fixed meal time every day. Make it a ground rule in your family that you are going to eat together for at least one meal, okay, as a couple, either morning, afternoon, or night, depends upon your family situation. Okay, but be to that, stick on to this, that you have one meal together with your partner. You can plan a dinner date or a holiday or a temporary getaway, something like that, to rejuvenate yourself as a couple. Okay. Only if a couple is happy, you can bring up a happy child. If you are somewhere working hectically towards your job, and if you are some mother who's hectically taking care of your baby after the schools and online classes, things are not going to work that way for a longer run. Don't run a mechanical life. We all have just one life. Okay, the key, one important strategy, the key E of happy parenting is having a healthy couple relationship. Okay, so love notes, just start hiding notes in your partner's wallet, like a big day of your relationship, or a most memorable day of your marriage life, or the first fight you had, or a simple I love you, I miss you, something can be. Okay, it's your partner who has been there for you through your thick and thin. Just don't stop your feelings from showing. Okay, and never ever shy away from saying your spouse, I love you, I miss you, you are such a great parent, and our kid has taken after you to a larger extent in this thing. The nose looks like you, he behaves like you, she walks like you, something like that. Everyone loves to listen this, doesn't you? So can't wait to see you again in the evening. So if there is some person who's waiting to see us in the evening, definitely it lights up our day. Okay, start trying this out. It can sound a little dramatic, but these little things of happiness really works on a longer run. So this is a very, very important point. Consider yourself as partners. The word parenting can be rearranged into partnering. Only if you partner, you can parent well. Otherwise, this doesn't work. So you are both in this together. Be honest with your partner and share how you feel. You need to be real and raw. Okay, so you need not polish your feelings, say that you have an awesome day when in fact you had a very shitty day. Don't do that. just open up to that important person in your life. Tell him or her that how you feel about the day, what are your career, what is your vision all about, what is your goal or dreams all about, so that they will also understand the importance of it and start carving out some way so that you reach it. Cuddling is like a favicol. It can fix anything and everything. So don't, any cuddle can fix up a bad day. So don't forget to steal that extra airtight hugs from your partners every single day to make the bitter day better. Okay. So, important note to men who are watching this: if you are a new parent or any parent as such, please keep an eye on your wife to look for any signs of depression, especially if you're a new parent. Look for signs of postpartum depression in your wife, because 9 out of 10 women go through postpartum depression, but only 2 or 3 cases are reported. So that is the tip of iceberg what is reflected. So you need to understand by constantly putting forth questions like, how do you feel, how can I help you out, is there any issues, are you feeling all right, do you need any help from my side, something like that, so that you give some space for the women to open up to you. Third comes the relationship between the father and the kid. This yield the concept of sharing responsibilities. So we all come from a society where the mother is solely responsible for the kid and the father is solely responsible for taking care of financial needs. So that was an era back, okay, when we were kids and all those things. Things have changed now. Women are also socially responsible and they are also taking care of the financial needs. So this is time where we start partnering and give each other some space so that we grow, exponentially together. So babies are entirely dependent on others, and a mother's role is constantly irreplaceable. But what can be done about this is, there are certain things which only a mother can do, and there are certain many other things where the household members, the family members, as well as the partner can take part in. So that is helping with household chores and babysitting, taking care of the baby for some time so that the mother can relax. And if you don't have any family members to take care, and you both are type of working, then you can outsource certain work so that it will at least reduce the burden of the mother and she can feel little at ease. Okay, so we have come to the society where the parenthood is entirely swapped by the word motherhood. What does parenting mean? The mother should take care of the child? No, definitely not. You need to understand that we need to bring back this term of motherhood into parenthood, where the father can also actively participate in taking care of all the baby's needs, spending a quality time with the kid, engaging them in playful activities, as well as teaching them the real morals of life. So that only if mother should not be held responsible if something goes wrong with the child, how you have grown up your child or how you have taken care of the child, it should not be the case. Be partners in this. You are both together in this, remember that. And I really appreciate, because so many men have already started taking up that job of parenting, and I really wish to see many more parents coming up rather than just mothers. Why am I talking all these? Because I understand that I cannot achieve my mission of helping 1 million women without addressing the family members or the husbands, because they play a core elemental part in addressing the needs of the mother, taking care of her, and identifying the postpartum depression and motivating her to achieve her goals and dreams. That is why I'm talking about this parenting topic. So when you take care of kid for some time, or when you help outsource certain work, so that it gives the mother some time and space for relaxation, for productive thinking, and she can also have a successful career. It can be anything like, no, thanks to COVID, that it's a good and bad that many of us have a work from home option. So that can be one good thing where the mothers can restart their career, or they can be a business entrepreneurs, online entrepreneurs, or they can be working towards something, planning towards their career to achieve a bigger and better tomorrow. So if you still think that this topic is only for mothers, then I leave the choice entirely up to you, because so far I have disclosed what is the importance of the father, family member to be in this parenting so that you have a healthy parenting. And this is not solely for mothers alone. Just understand that. And this decision is entirely left up to you. So the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Let your journey of happy parenting begin here from this presentation. And I have taken a small step towards my journey of 1,000 miles of achieving 1 million moms. That is Get Mommyfied. So this is my new venture where I wanted to unlock the new version of motherhood, bringing their best potentials. So what are the online programs I offer? So I can offer programs on positive pregnancy for pregnant or pregnant women, pregnant couple, or to be pregnant couple. Okay, so as a couple, you're most welcome. And we are offering programs for preparation of postpartum well in advance. I would advise people who are in second or third trimester of their pregnancy to take up these classes so that they are well tuned up to handle situations in postpartum. And third is all about lactation, because lactation is such a $1,000,000 question for every mom, be it you are an expert, third or fourth time mom, or a new mom. Still it remains a $1,000,000 mystery. So I just wanted to make it simple to all the moms, and I want them to trust themselves to produce enough milk for the child. And fourth is all about the little munchkin, because when the baby is born, it appears Greek and Latin to understand their own needs. Of course, it takes time, but I just will put forth what all is common and what all is normal in a child and abnormal in a child, so that you are really confident enough to go about in handling your kid. Other programs, we offer one-on-one online coaching, especially by me, to any moms or moms to be. And offline coaching can be done for group of moms in batches. And I'm also open for any collaboration on this particular topic, which is my core interest. So you can contact me by mailing at abinayambibias@gmail.com. And these are my social media handles in FB, Insta, and LinkedIn. So now we have a set of questions from all over, the moms and parents who have given responses for the video of Golden Key to Happy Parenting, putting forth their doubts. So let us disclose it and, demystify one by one. So how many years of gap should a couple maintain after marriage and before planning for the first child? Ideally, I would recommend at least 1 to 2 years, so that you understand, both of you understand better, and then start planning for the kid. By this time, you can also financially as well as emotionally, prepare yourselves for having that additional responsibility or additional life coming into your family. Second question, new moms generally do not feel comfortable to share their concerns with their spouse or in-laws. How to handle the situation? A very, very common question. And there are two perspectives to answer this question. One, we don't speak because we have not seen anyone speaking about it. And they don't ask because they have not seen anyone asking about this. So the change should begin within you. I always believe in this thing, that the change should first start within you, and then reflecting on your families, and then on the society. It doesn't work vice versa. So you start opening up to your spouse and in-laws, have a healthy conversation, sit for a cup of coffee and tell what are your problems, or tell what you wanted to achieve, or tell where you wanted help, so that people will start understanding that there is so many things going on in a mother's mind, and they will start lending you help. I hope that answers your question. So next question, how is it practically possible to always maintain positive mindset to experience happy parenting? I must tell you the truth. It is practically impossible to always maintain positive mindset to experience happy parenting. But I can tell you this thing, that it doesn't, it is not about you don't fall flat on the ground, but it is about how many times you have fell flat, and then how many times you have risen back sooner. Okay, that is what really matters. So you need to understand that what are you doing wrong, or if you yell at a child, you need to understand why did you do that, and you need to come back to your senses within some time. So that is what happy parenting means. Okay, it's not about always having a happy time, but about realizing where you have gone wrong and correcting it for the next time so that you don't commit that mistake again. And there is no such thing called perfect parenting exists, because perfect is something very subjective. What seems perfect for me may not seem perfect for you, and what seems perfect for you may not seem perfect for someone else. So don't ever try to mimic to be a perfect parent. Everyone is a perfect parent. Start enjoying your parenting journey rather than seeing whether you're perfect or not. Next question: men generally tend to control their wives and children. How to deal with such men? To answer this question, it is basically, we have seen this from our childhood. Okay, we have gone or those era where only men were taking care of the financial needs and women were responsible for just the household chores. Now things have changed, the generation have changed, both are working, both are partnering. Remember that uh, usually men tend to listen, they understand only if they are made to understand. Okay, so the mistake is in the you know women's side as well. So we never try to make them understand, so that they don't that's why they did not understand. So just open up, say what are your feelings are, and talk it out. Only then you will have some clarity between you. Otherwise they tend to think that they always do something right, and you tend to feel bad inside that something is wrong, but you don't express that out. So mistake is from our end as well. So we need to open up so that they understand and they help us. Next, to what extent should men and women compromise to make sure that everyone in family is happy? So rather than the term compromise, I would put it as to what extent they should involve to make sure everyone in the family is happy. As I said earlier, the word parenting comes from partnering. So you need to partner in order to have a happy family. So that is 50-50 percentage from both men and women. I'm sure it will come very, very soon. But first understand the change should begin from ourselves. Only if I talk about my dreams and my goals to my husband will start understanding. You can't expect everyone to understand you without even uttering a word. That is entirely illogical. That doesn't go that way. So start talking it out. Next question: how can I help my daughter overcome boring time? Please help me out. So I do understand that this COVID situation has been extremely challenging for many parents, because online classes and there was a time where we don't want to give mobiles to the kid, and now mobiles are mandatory for every kid because the classes are going on. But what you can do is that every kid will have their own interest and potential. For example, my kid enjoys when he plays with water, and I have a niece who enjoys having her own time in craft activities. So similarly, your daughter will also have something which is a core interest. So start identifying that and see how you can motivate her in a productive way, so that she doesn't feel boredom, as well as she learns something new out of it. Okay, and you need to understand that as a parent, you need to spend most of your time with your kid in order to help them have a healthy routine off screen and involving some productive activity. So if you are not ready to give your own time, then this is not going to work out that way. Okay, next: when and how to start on complementary feeds to babies? So that's a very important question, because many a times we have these questions from the mother end coming up. So according to WHO, it is mandatory that it's very, very essential that you exclusively breastfeed your baby till 6 months of age, 6 complete months. So after that, you can start on complementary feeds, starting from rice porridge, or vegetable puree, fruit purees, something like that. But remember to give one at a time so that you know your kid, if there is any allergy towards something, if it is, if your kid is tolerating that or not. Okay, slowly you can start increasing the quantity as well as the number of times you give the complimentary feed. So how to prevent children from gadget addiction? Okay, so I was expecting this question quite earlier as well. So yeah, again, gadget addiction, I do understand that we are stuck up in online classes and we need to give mobile to our kids, but be firm in your decision to restrict, or to have a set of screen time other than the online classes, and be firm with your decision that you don't allow them any further time. Okay, let the child cry or throw tantrums, but if you're going to you know fall flat for that tantrums and cry, then it's not going to work that way. Okay, be firm in your decision and talk to them. You don't have to be harsh, but be firm, and start involving, as I said earlier, start involving them in activities that they really enjoy. This needs more of your time and your attention, and you need to model your child. If you are someone who's having a mobile all the time with you, and you see scrolling the social media all the time, you can never expect your child to stay away from mobile. So the children, or something like a Xerox copy of us, the parents, so we need to model the child, and we need to follow those set of things what we expect in the child to do. If I'm a single parent, how can I maintain work life balance? Okay, so being a single parent, it is I know it's challenging to maintain your work life balance, but I can give you a 2A hack that can work. One is ask for help, and second is arrange for help. So ask for help, you can take the help of your in-laws, your brother, sister, mother, father, if they could help you with parenting, babysitting for some time during your working hours. If possible, you can reshift your house to nearby location of your in-laws or parents, so that they can take care of the kid for that time being when you're at work. If this all is not at all possible, then you can arrange for help, where you can hire babysitters. If your child is older enough to join a crèche or daycare, you can join a good daycare center, and while you are at work, and you can be with the child when you are at home. Okay, this, I think this can help. Is it normal for single working moms to have a low job satisfaction? It's absolutely normal, and most of the time I have received questions from mothers like, because being a working mom, I have this guilt, working mom guilt, that I'm not able to spend a quality time with my kid. So the answer to both the question is one thing, one simple sentence: be 100% present to that particular situation, whatever, wherever you are. Okay, if you are at home, don't think about work. Just don't think about what are the files that are lying next day, what are the works that had to be completed, or what can we do about that meeting. Just stop all that, just at the office, and be 100% present when you are with kid. As well as when you go to work, just focus only on the work, because if you start thinking about your kid at the work, it's not going to help both ways. Okay, I know it is very easy to say and very difficult to follow, but trust me, start following this and you will feel life much easier than what it is now. Okay, I'm a separated parent and I try my best to discipline my 4-year-old child. How can I play the role of both parents? um, First of all, congratulations for thinking that you need to play the role of both parents, and you need to have that discipline set in your child. Okay, first of all, I just want to congratulate you for that. And going ahead to answer your question, you need to understand, as I told earlier, we need to model our child. Discipline is not something that is coming out of teaching. You cannot teach discipline. Okay, that is not what the real discipline is. You need to model those qualities what you want in your kid, number one. And number two, always allow your kid to explore new things. It is out of discipline. Okay, the children need to explore new things in order to learn many new characters or behaviors or whatever it is. So try to allow them to explore many things, because right or not wrong is just not a point, it's a range actually. Okay, so allow them to do, let them commit mistakes, but be firm and polite to explain what they have done wrong, so that they understand their mistake and they don't do it next time. Don't be harsh. If you are loud, if you are shouting, the child is never going to hear from you. Either it's going to follow its own pattern, or it's going to stop trying new things. Both way, it's very, very bad for the child. So don't do that. Okay. My husband never tries to discipline our children. It's only me who does that all the time. Hence, my children think dad is a hero and mom is a villain. What to do? It happens in all the families. Either the father becomes the villain, mother becomes the heroine, or vice versa. The father becomes a hero and mom becomes a villain. So, one thing which you as a couple should understand is you need to be partners in this. Both of you are trying to set a good future, good habits in your child. So it's not that you should be contradicting each other. So try to come in an alignment between you both first. Okay, sit for a talk and just talk it out. And if one parent is scolding or telling out that what the child has done is mistake, and the other parent is trying to cope up, or trying to escape the child, or trying to say it's all right, then the kid will never ever try to correct that behavior. Please remember this. Okay, either it will seek, the baby will start seeking that support every single time, so start running to the father every single time the mother shouts, or uh, the babies will start unvalidating the feelings of mother. They will start feeling like mom always shouts, she doesn't know what to do. Okay, papa is a cool guy, he will know how to handle her, I don't need to answer her. Both are wrong. So just be sure that if one of the parent is correcting the baby, never ever try to come in between. Okay, you don't have to shout or fight with the kid or yell at the kid, but instead please don't go in between and stop that happening. Okay, so that is not going to be a healthy thing on the longer run. So if one of the parent is correcting, either the second parent stays silent or walks away from that place, allowing that one parent to take over of that entire situation. If both of you are shouting, that is also wrong. And if one is supporting when the other is shouting, that is also wrong. And be firm and polite in explaining things. Don't be loud and don't be yelling. That is not going to work. How to handle pre-teenage children, teach them self-disciplinary habits and improve their attention span on studies. Okay, so teenage and pre-teenage is an age where the children are seeking their own likes, dislikes, attractions, attentions, and what really works for them, what are their real goals are, and what is their real identity. Okay, so that is phase of search. So obviously there will be some misnomer or misunderstanding between the kid and the parent. They will not start agreeing to everything what the parent says. When it comes to self-disciplinary habits, I think you come to say something like, um, you know, um, getting addicted to gadgets, having a not so healthy habits. Okay, so you can have a healthy conversation with your kid. Remember, you need to be a friend of your kid at this stage and not just a parent. If you're going to stay a parent, the kid is never going to open up to you. Only if you become their friend, they will be free to open up their own feelings and come to you for every validation. Like if it's right or wrong, they'll come up to you. If they feel something, they'll come and open up to you saying that we feel this way, this is not wrong, or I feel hurted, something like that. So you need to be a friend in order to have this conversation about disciplinary habits to your child. And always try doing something what they like. If they wish to have something, set it as a target. Say that you, if you achieve this, we can gift you this, or try to reward them each time. It's not like a compulsory thing, but whenever they achieve something better than what they have done last time, try to reward them which with gifts or something what they like, so that they have some interest in going ahead further. Okay, so I think I have answered all your questions. So thank you so much for all such beautiful questions. And I think it's an entire range of parenting what has come forth as questions. And I'm very glad that I got a chance to answer all your questions. If you further have any doubts or clarifications, you can very well mail to me at vabinaya, ABINAYA, MBBS at gmail.com, or connect with me or on any one of the social handles. I really, really thank Egnani for giving me such a splendid opportunity to address on this beautiful topic of golden key to happy parenting. And thank you so much. Have a great, great day. Thank you.